Good morning. How is everyone today? Turn that down a touch. How was the week, guys? Can't believe it's Sunday already. Kate and HD, we're here. Yeah, this camera, that little camera, it's really good, Bune. It's really good. How are you doing? How was your weekend, Bune? I know you played a little bit of games with Sammy yesterday. Ready to get cooking. Let's make some brekkie. We've been told to hunker down here up north, up in the Great White North, because the next snowstorm is starting today. So it was like beautiful, nice and sunny this morning. Clouds are rolling in. So we're gonna get probably the same amount of snow that we got the other day, which we'll probably end up with probably close to like 8 to 10 inches worth by the time we're done here. Not usually a thing that happens. And the part of the island that we live in, we maybe have 3 snow plows to service the whole area. You're doing okay, Vune. Well, that's good. At least you're not doing bad. Could be better, could be worse. How's it going, Rye? Welcome in, man. Good to see you in here. How have your streams been? You're kind of bummed out. You realized during last week that you started studying too late for linguistics. You won't be able to learn everything and get the grade you want, so you're pushing it to next semester. Ah, well, that's good that you kind of thought about it and decided that you had to go that route instead. Because yeah, if you're going for like really good grades, then sometimes you do have to take that extra time, right? Like that's with anything in life. Sometimes stuff happens and you're just not ready. It takes a little bit longer to get to where you want to go. You're just chilling. Nice. Nice. Streams have been good, Ryan. You lost power last night until about midnight. You're gonna stream, but it was out for too long. Nuts. Yeah, our power, well, most of the area where we're in, the power was out for most people. Luckily, we didn't get ours out, but it was flickering. We're like, hey, you just hold on. You got 14, 15 in essay rating and a perfect score in French. So this semester wasn't a total bust. Exactly. You always got to take something good away from it. It's been raining a lot, Ryan. Wow. Yeah, we literally could not leave town either way. One of the girls driving to work, the manager for the dining room, on her way to work, she drives under a tree that is suspended on power lines on each side. So there's just this tree hanging over the road on the power lines. Pretty sketchy, but us Canadians, we'll do that kind of stuff. Yeah, just a sea of green in here. Love it. I love spending my mornings with you guys. Okay, so savory crepes today. We did sweet crepes a couple weeks ago. I found this really awesome recipe on Bon Appetit for savory crepes, and I actually do have a recipe command now, guys. So I'm gonna try and stay on top of that, and if the recipe is obviously a URL, I will post that for the recipe command. So there's that. I'll share that with you guys. Bon Appetit, always a great site to get recipes from. I'm excited to try this one out. I've never done this recipe before. Buckwheat crepes. I don't think I've ever also made buckwheat crepes. So working with a different type of flour today, so we'll get to see how that affects maybe the batter or how it cooks. And then creamy leeks. I've been into leeks lately. That's definitely something that's in season here still, is leeks. So I was really happy to see that on the recipe. We're gonna make them nice and creamy. We'll cook them down. A little bit of white wine, some cream, some lemon. Make them really nice and rich. And to go just a little bit further, because you know us, I think we should throw some stanky Gruyere cheese into the mix. Making crepes for Hitch since he's in French. French. He's in French, guys. Okay, and then after we make our breakfast today, we're going to mix up the pizza dough for lunch tomorrow. Cast iron pizzas. And I've made this recipe before on stream. This was for sure last year. And it's really, really good. It makes like an amazing, like crunchy and bubbly crust. You asked him whether he'd be passing through your town and castle. Sadly, he won't. No! Yeah, I am trying to meet up with him when he comes back here. Sammy and I will cook for him or something. I think that would be really fun. Okay, guys, so let's get started. So it says this all-in-one brunch dish is both luxurious and easy to make. It's from May 2016, so it's already 3 years old. It makes 2 servings, so that's perfect for Sammy and I. I feel like we might have some extra crepes left over, but that is not a bad thing. I usually spread them with peanut butter and jam and roll them up like a little snack. Nothing wrong with that. Or if there's Nutella in the house, it's also a good way to use it up. Yeah, probably won't have extra crepes left over. And I always like to make the crepe batter ahead of time, because the flour needs a little bit of time to absorb the milk. If you don't do that, then your crepe batter is just, it's not gonna turn out the same. So we really need to be able to chill this. And actually, I should have read this ahead of time. It says 12 hours chilling. We're gonna do like 20 minutes and see what happens. We're not waiting that long. Okay, maybe half an hour. Because we can make the leeks a little bit ahead of time as well, while our batter is resting. But I'm guessing, just because of the buckwheat flour, it takes that longer time than your typical white all-purpose flour. Just because buckwheat is a different grain, obviously. What do you mean you can't time them out? Oh, only I can? Can you even time out a mod?
Only you can. That's what I said.
I don't think I've ever timed anyone out, so if I get this wrong. Like, I don't even know the command. What do you do? Dash timeout the bard view. Oh, okay. Thanks, mods, for doing your job. Okay, stop typing for a sec. No, you can only block that way. Really? Not on mine. Oh, there it is. 600 seconds. Can't you just clear chat? You could have done that too. Hey, Tiger. Welcome in. How are you? I'm the only one with the powers. All of the power.
You did 600 seconds?
I had no choice.
It's 10 minutes.
I had no choice. That's what it went for. Vune, I love you. You asked for this. I'm sorry. Okay, so buckwheat crepe batter. Let's get into this. So we picked up some locally milled, sprouted organic buckwheat flour. So when you're sprouting a grain, I don't know if you guys have ever eaten like a broccoli sprout or some kind of sprout. Ryan, I've seen you have little sprouts on some of the food that you've posted. So that's kind of like the same process as sprouting a grain, but you just don't take it to the point where it actually has little leaves coming out of it. So you just sprout it so that the grain opens up a bit and it gets just like a little tail coming out of it. It's gonna be white. That actually helps you digest the grain better. I learned this at work. So that's a good thing to know. And then buckwheat flour, packed with enzymes, nutrients. It has over 13% protein, so that's great. And all 8 amino acids. So it cleanses the colon. If you guys are looking for a cleanse here, this is what you need. Cleanses the colon, helping to alkalize your body. Interesting. So kind of the same way that we eat duck eggs, which are alkaline, compared to chicken eggs, which are acidic. So another one of those foods that really helps your digestive tract. Yeah, literally picks him up by your armpits. Put him right in the chair. Get in the corner, Vune. Okay, so that's the buckwheat flour. I've not cooked really ever with this stuff. So obviously we need that 1/2 cup's worth. We need 3 large eggs. So I'm gonna use 2, actually I will use the large eggs for the batter, and then we'll use the duck eggs, the really nice eggs, to go into the crepe with the leeks when we bake it. So I'll get the chicken eggs out. Free run brown eggs from the island. We need a tablespoon of sugar, as well as some salt. We're back. I didn't know you could untime out, Rye. Thank you for that. Vune, are you in here? Okay, we need 2 cups of whole milk. Oh, we actually do use a little bit of all-purpose flour still. Milk, flour, and a touch of butter as well. And that is our batter. Set these leeks aside. Those will be dealt with later. I'll tag him so he knows that he's back. Okay, so directions for mixing up our batter. I'm gonna say we need 2 bowls? No. So it says whisk the eggs, sugar, and salt in a large bowl. Then whisk in the milk, then the all-purpose flour, and then the buckwheat flour. Blend the batter with 4 tablespoons of butter just to incorporate. Okay, so maybe I will mix this in the blender. I think that'll be the best way to go about this. That way it'll come out really nice and smooth. Hey Scat, welcome in. How's it going? Good to see you in here. Okay, let's blend this.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Hello, I'm still here.
Matt! Matt! Welcome back! Yeah, hello. You're still here. Subscribe for 8 months in a row. Thanks, Matt. It's so good to see you today. How are you? Yeah, Sammy was asking about you this morning. He's like, have you heard from Matt? And I'm like, yes, I have. We talked last week. He is alive still. I'm good, man. I am good. I had a really easy week at work. Had a couple half days, so it's been super slow. We got a huge dump of snow, so that kind of fudged up people being able to get places. Yes, Scat. Our onions. How have you been, Matt? You've been working a lot, doing a lot of stuff around the house. Trying to raise money for your mom's lung transplant that could happen anytime. Are you doing that on your stream? Is there a way that we could donate to you for that? Do you have a link or something set up for it? Because I mean, you're supporting us, so we should be able to support you a little bit as well, man. It's a serious thing. We like mums. Mums are important. Exactly, Sammy. You were thinking about it. The link is mainly through Facebook. So you're not sure how that works. I mean, if the page is not a closed group page, then it should be open to everyone. I don't know whether you want to post it in chat here or maybe in Discord for us. It's public. Yeah, welcome back, Vune. When I clicked timeout on you, it was for 600 seconds. And then I just said untimeout because Ryan helped me. Yeah, let me know, Matt. I would like to support you in that. Yeah, it's fine. Ryan said I picked you up under your armpits and put you in the chair in the corner. It's like, you want this, Vune? You will get it. Daydreamer, welcome in. How are you doing today? Your food is done. You're gonna eat, watch something with your wife, and then you'll be back. Sounds great. You enjoy your foods. Enjoy those foods. Okay, so into our blender. Front and center. Eggs, sugar, salt. 3 large eggs. 1 tablespoon of sugar.
It's some new technique. Must be avoided for 2 hours.
Your brother from another mother. Sugar, sugar. Okay, 1 tablespoon of sugar. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That's not very much at all, so I'm actually gonna go with half a teaspoon of salt, guys. Oh, that was a squeak. Not good. How was your weekend, everyone? Did you guys get up to anything fun? Two cups of milk. I'm gonna just give that a quick whiz to get the eggs and the milk together, and then I'll put the flour in. I think that'll help it to not be super lumpy. Quick whiz, if you will. Okay, next. Hey, Cookery, welcome in. Sadly, Scat did not participate in National Pizza Day yesterday, but tomorrow on stream we are. Sadly, I was working yesterday, so I decided to postpone National Pizza Day. I don't know if that's allowed, but we're doing it. And we're gonna have some homemade pizza tomorrow. We're making up the dough today on stream, letting it proof overnight until lunchtime. Cookery, I've actually never worked with this flour before, and I'm really, really excited to use it. I mean, it's milled in Chilliwack, I believe? Yes, in Chilliwack, so local to BC. And yeah. Never made buckwheat crepes before. So savory crepes going down. This thing has a pretty cool little tab. Open it. There we go. Is that roasted? It's not roasted, it's just sprouted. Just sprouted. I don't believe it's roasted, at least. Okay, that's what it's called, Matt. I will open that in a browser then. Namiger, welcome in. How are you? You do not like roasted buckwheat. Does it go like bitter or something, Cookery? Do. Facebook. Okay, I will find that after, Matt. Nothing's coming up on Google, but I'll go into Facebook after and find that for you. That's your mama. Thanks for posting that. For anyone that just came in, Matt is trying to raise money for his mom's lung transplant. So he did post it up there, lung transplant for Tandy Snodgrass. Roasted is very earthy tasting, Cookery. You sub 1-for-1 buckwheat and wheat flour. Nice. Yeah, that is kind of annoying, Matt, I have to say. Like, they don't make that very easy to find. Okay, so 1/2 cup of buckwheat flour, and then 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. You want chicken and waffles? That's how you make crepes, pancakes, waffles, and cookies. Oh, okay, I have to experiment with this stuff then. Sammy, you like healthy food. Don't even give me that. Don't even give us that. You're happy you've not made it to a cooking stream in forever? Why? Why are you happy? We are upset about this, Matt. Okay, 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Good old white flour. Do I own the restaurant yet so I can hire you? Sadly, no, my dude. Not yet. In due time. Oh, you can't eat wheat, Cookery. Okay, that makes sense then. But yeah, it is quite expensive, hey, compared to regular white flour. Guess you gotta do what you gotta do. That's nuts. I did not know that you were celiac. Okay, I think we only have one more thing to add into here. 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, melted. So I'll get this measured out. I think we'll just put it into Chef Mike. Quick little melt on that. Chef Mike, the microwave is the ultimate butter melter. 4 tablespoons. Sammy's in the corner eating bean sprouts. I don't think I'd ever see that in my life, Scat. There would be something wrong for sure if that's what Sammy was doing. Yes, Cookery. Yeah, you actually don't advertise it. like every other celiac. Hey, Scrump. Has it been snowing, Scrump? We have maybe a good 5 inches, 6 inches still. Supposed to get maybe another 4 inches today. Something is crazy happening here. Cookery, you can have your snow back now. It's like, it's been fun, but I think we're gonna go without it. Yeah, you don't want it, we don't want it. Where do we put it? Nine days till NYC? Seriously, Sammy?
Yeah.
9 days. Guys, 9 days. Scrump, how are ya?
Cookery, since you can't have a beer, I'll have this beer for you.
You should tell Mr. Cookery
Cheers.
what it is.
Oh, yeah. It's Twa Dogs limited edition chili chocolate milk stout.
Twa Dogs. This is a new brewery here. I've not seen this one before. Am I using bacon to make the baked eggs? You know what? Matt, I asked Sammy if he wanted bacon with this yesterday, and she said no. Stay healthy.
That's thick.
Oh, wow.
There's
That's
no light.
dark.
There's no light going through that.
Yeah. That's dark. Woo! Little Vancouver craft beer week glass. I guess beer before breakfast. Mmm. Chili chocolate. I always get like more coffee flavor than anything from that. Holy shit,
NYC
Scat!
Beer Fun.
1,000 biddies! Thank
Beer
you so
fun.
much! Yeah, NYC Beer Fund! Scat, you're on fire this week. And last week. Thank you so much. That means we have to cook something for you, I think. Should we go back to doing top cheers gets a request? Because I really enjoyed when we did that. We gotta start planning for March. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our butter. Good morning, Steampunk. How are you? So good to see you in here today. I always know you're gonna be around on Sundays. It's like, yeah, we're gonna see Steam today. He's gonna pop in at some point. Okay, so that's all the things that we need in our crepe batter. Gonna give this a quick little whiz. Just let that go. That beer is breakfast, yeah. With how dark it is. It's priming us up. Ah, Matt! I need a muffin pan. Line it with bacon and break the egg in the middle. I've never done those little egg cups. I'd be down though. And that's that. We're letting the blender do the work today. And now, I mean, we're not gonna rest this for 12 hours, but we'll roll with maybe a good 30 minutes and see what happens. Gotta rest it so that the flour absorbs the liquids. And that'll give us a more smooth and silky crepe when we go to cook it. Gonna give that a rinse now so it doesn't stick on and become a pain to wash. Okay, so we'll set that aside. That can rest at room temp. And now we can start to work into our creamed leeks. And I guess we'll shred up some Gruyere. I want to go cheesy with this. Gruyere and leeks and eggs, I think, is going to be a really good combo. Ah, it's good, Matt. Nice, you have tried it. You tried to do the egg in the middle of the toast and it didn't work. The toad in the hole? Scat? The toad in the hole? How come it didn't work? Yeah, use bacon to line it. Way better, Matt. Way better. Okay, so for our leeks, we need just a little bit of whipping cream, some lemon, oh goodness, this lemon has seen better days. It ended up soggy. Oh, it was soggy and it leaked out. You need thick slices of artisan bread. That makes sense, like a more dense bread.
Sourdough would work really well.
Ooh, good point. Okay, so leeks, real quick. Obviously, part of the onion family. And this top part here, where it's really dark green, it's not usable for what we're going to do today, but it can be used in a different process, so you don't necessarily have to throw this out. This can be cooked in oil, low and slow, and kind of infuse in oil and make a leek oil out of that. We've done that before and that's really, really nice. Or you can use it for a vegetable stock or soup as well. But for what we're doing today, we're gonna cut that off. So just cut basically right where the dark meets the light. Same with that guy. We'll cut off the end. And then leeks obviously grow in the ground. And the way that they're grown is they're kind of hilled. So there's always, like, you push the dirt up and that's where you get the most usage out of it. So this one, the dirt wasn't pushed up that high, right? So when it started to grow to the ground, we got all of this green leafy stuff instead of it being covered and staying white like this one. But as they put that dirt up the leek, all of the dirt goes inside of these layers. So we really have to wash these well before we even start to cook them. Otherwise, you'll get gritty, sandy leeks, and it's just not good. So a little bit of love to these first. Not gonna throw those out. I'll save those for something. And this one, I'm just gonna trim around this. It's not looking too good. Take that part off. And now what I like to do is always cut them in half first. So you can see all of those nice layers as well. Yeah, Matt, you're always good for information. You're the best Googler. Okay, so So these actually aren't too dirty, but we'll give them a rinse anyways. Our next step here, the way that I like to do creamed leeks, get that under there, tuck that in, flick those. So take your leeks, and we're gonna go maybe 1/2 inch thick pieces. Just slice all the way along. Like that. We'll do that to the other one as well. You throw your veggie bits in a bag in the freezer. Ooh, that's smart too. Yeah, just freeze it. Because it doesn't really matter if it ends up getting soggy if you take it out. Because it's going to be made into a broth anyways. That's really smart cookery. Yeah, half Google, half you, Matt. Let's get it right. Boom. So now, I always just like to fill a bowl or a bucket with cold water and put the leeks into there. Kind of swish them around a bit. Loosen up any sand that might be stuck in there. Ends, peelings, roots, everything. Yeah, just not potatoes. They'll just turn into a brown mush. Mmm, potato leek soup. Yes, Scat. I was thinking about that, I think, yesterday, actually, at work. It's like, I haven't had that in a long time. Yeah, you should know this, Scat. You always need to come in with a snack when you're watching cooking streams. Just make you too hungry. So kind of swish them around, separate the layers. And that way we won't bite down on any sand. You've been digging up and doing a ton of research on Indian food. There's a lot of different Indian foods though, Matt. Like, depending on the regions, it's crazy. A lot of vegetarian food as well included in that. So as you can see, the leeks float, and any sand or dirt will not. So you got this nice kind of clean top layer of leeks, and all the sand and dirt is going to sink to the bottom of the bowl. So just want to kind of agitate the top part. And then everything will sink that we don't want in there. And then we're just going to dry these off a little bit before we cook them. So I always just put them onto a towel, kind of shake them around a bit. Did I salt the water? I did not salt the water. Should I have? Me too, cookery. Yeah, I love Indian food. Oh, it's great for winter time, hey? I guess it depends on what you're doing with them. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I don't think salting the water would do too much here. That might be a waste. If we were blanching them in like hot water for a couple of seconds, then yes, we would salt that. Chicken tikka masala is so good. Yeah, that's like the basic one. Not super spicy. Nice little char flavor there. I love the yogurt marinade as well on the chicken. Makes it so tender. And yeah, you can totally make up your own curry spice. make what your palate likes to eat, right? You don't have to go super spicy. But sometimes it's good if you go super spicy and then you're like, oh, next time I'll just pull it back a bit with the spice. You have to learn what your level is, right? Nice win, Daydreamer. There are like over 3,000 spices and nuts. Wow. Okay, we're just gonna fold this over. Give them a little agitation. Get back in there. Go all in. Scat is rank number 1. Oh my goodness, Scat. Look at you go. Matt. Just went for it, hey? Okay, so these are all nicely dried off now. You can just leave them on the towel. We're gonna go over to the stovetop now. Get these creaming. You missed the giveaway, no! Well, luckily it's not the last one. There will be more. Getting some water. Oh, Matt, what giveaway? You missed it too. No. Yeah, I just sent out the boxes like a couple days ago to all of our winners. Yeah, Sammy's back salt. We did a giveaway with 3 different boxes. One of the boxes had beef, pork, and smoked salmon jerky in it that Sammy and I made. One of them had like salts and spices that were local to the area. One had like different kind of packed rice and soup dishes as well. Yeah, it was a really good giveaway, I have to say. I'm happy with what I was able to give to you guys. The jerky. Yeah, you would have won. Okay, stove time. Let's go over there. So we'll need actually just a touch of butter first for this. Butter and leeks, best combo, guys. I wouldn't roll with anything else. Obviously, if you can have the dairy. Some people can't eat dairy. That's fine. Can I give you Sammy for a week instead? No.
Okay.
Wow. He's ready. He wants to go. We'll just do 2 tablespoons of butter.
They're really good.
The pork?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is. I'm okay. Thank you. Yeah, Sammy agreed. It's true. Fine. That's fine then. Okay, so going into our saucepan here. Let's go with the medium-high heat to start. We'll get that butter melting. We want to get it pretty hot. And then we're going to throw the leeks in there. We have our whipping cream ready to go. I'm going to say maybe we'll start with around a cup of this to cream the leeks. We have some lemon that we can juice because this is going to be rich, right? So we're going to have to cut that richness with just a touch of lemon juice, some acidity. But the wine will also help with that. And I don't know if you guys looked at the recipe that I'm making today, but the photo on there So what we're eventually going to do, so we're making a round crepe. We're making our creamed leeks. And what we're gonna do, so we have our round crepe, we're gonna put just a dollop of the leeks in the middle, make like a little well, and then we're gonna crack our egg into that. And we're gonna fold the sides of the crepes in over the leeks, so then it looks more square instead of round, and then that's gonna get baked so that we can cook our egg in the leeks, in the crepe, with some cheese. Hey, iShotBo, how are you? So much cooking and beer drinking, but you're gonna cook like men. Open fire pit, smoker, grill. You'll turn the shed into a no-cage shack? This is BS, Matt. That was not part of the deal. Nice, Ryan. Yeah, Bon Appetit Mag is a really good food magazine. It's like Bon Appetit, Savor, Food and Wine are my 3 favorites. You have to protect Sammy from me. It's true. It's true. He knows that, like, I would not let him leave. He's stuck. Let's be honest. Okay, we're getting there. We're melting. Let's get some vine. This is Jackson Triggs Proprietor's Selection. But no, actually, guys, it's not that expensive of a wine. Pinot Grigio, kind of middle of the line with sweetness and acidity. So that means it's good for cooking. You don't want to cook with too sweet of a wine, and you don't want to cook with too acidic of a wine. So something kind of middle of the road. And also don't cook with wine that you wouldn't drink. We want to get this butter really hot before we put the leeks in. Because leeks are really delicate. They don't take a long time to cook. So having that hot butter, we'll put the leeks in right away. Stir it for a couple of seconds. Then we'll deglaze a little bit with the white wine. And then we'll put our cream in and use the lemon juice at the end to finish seasoning. You're sorry you were laughing. Don't be sorry that you're laughing. It's a Jackson Triggs Pinot Grigio. This is what Sammy picked up. Canada's most awarded winery. Okay, we're sizzling. We're almost there. Yes, Scat magazines. I think I still have a Savor subscription like on my tablet. I need to catch up on those. I have like probably a year's worth. Bon Appetit's a really good one. Okay. This is looking proper. You don't really want to brown the butter. So, just we're gonna bunch our leeks up in our towel like this. Should be a good old sizzle when you drop that in. If it's not, then your butter is not quite hot enough. Get a spatula so you can stir that up. I don't even know if we need this pan today. Get the leeks all nicely coated in the butter. let those go for a minute. This is also where I like to salt them right away. So a couple pinches of salt should do it. We'll finish salting them more at the end when we do our lemon juice. Give that another stir. Okay. So just push those all down to the bottom. This is where I'm gonna pour in the wine. Already, guys. These are gonna cook really quick. I don't want them too mushy. A couple tablespoons of wine. So we'll let that cook out for just a couple seconds, maybe 30 seconds worth. Should get a nice aroma from that as well. This is the point where you're gonna be like, yep, I'm starting to smell good. No pepper yet. No pepper yet. Sammy's picking herbs. I don't want to put the pepper in the beginning, Matt, because I think the flavor would be too strong with the leek. So having the pepper at the end is it's not going to kind of cook through. I'll just like lightly season it with the pepper compared to if we did it now. That flavor is going to be more and more concentrated as it cooks for a longer amount of time, right? Okay, wine is almost reduced. I don't want to go until it's dry, which is called au sec in French, which means like cooked completely dry. I want a little bit of wine still in there. So now, pour in our little bit of cream. I'm gonna say that was maybe a quarter cup's worth, just enough to kind of cover our leeks. And we'll let that stay on a medium high heat, because we do want to reduce this a touch now. We want the cream to just thicken up a little bit. But if we leave this too soupy, well then it's going to make the crepe soggy, right? So we can't have that. Scat! More resub fun! You've subscribed for 10 months already. Amazing. Thank you so much, Scat. For the biddies, for all of the 10 months of the support. That's amazing. 2 more months and you'll be a VIP. I can say that now. Scrump, is that an orange cast iron ceramic pan? It is. Yes. It's actually one of my favorite pans that I own. So, enamel coated cast iron saucepan. Matt, I'm not adding celery because Sammy. Because Sammy. See? That was the answer I was waiting for. Gross. Sammy doesn't like celery.
Not one bit.
Nope, nope, he says. Okay, while our leeks are going, you don't really have to wash those too quickly now. They're gonna bubble up a little crazy like that. Mr. Cookery hates celery too. I mean, Sammy will eat it cooked in like a bolognese or a soup, but raw or like having it the star of the dish, no. I've come to terms with that, and I'm okay with it. Yeah, and then there's Mad, who just hates all water fiber. Okay, let's do a little bit of cheese grating. One more peek at these leeks before we go away from them. Give that a little stir. Ooh, I'm making a mess. I'm gonna turn the heat down to medium. It looks like it's just reducing a bit too quickly. Down to medium heat now. Just a nice little simmer. Yes, I shot. Cheese it up. Let's get in there. Some Le Gruyere. Scott, you think you were one of the original subs, but you missed a month or two. But here's the thing, Scott, is your streak, the way that Twitch has changed this now, this is actually very, very recent, is if you had like a big sub streak, let's say you're subbing for 6 months and then you missed a couple months because you're away, you did something, and then you came back and resubbed, is that streak's going to be continued. So it's going to be like 6 months plus the new 1 month. So you'll get like a total of 7. It won't just restart if you miss a couple months. That's so dumb. A lot of people, I guess, were complaining about it. So that's why Twitch changed it. I mean, apparently it's supposed to be better for you guys as far as loyalty is concerned. Yeah, Matt, I love it. How about you just don't miss the month? It is that simple, isn't it? Shit happens, though. Life happens.
Cheese!
Cheeses! So, Le Gruyere. Stanky, stanky cheese. This one's made from raw milk. So that's going to give a little bit of different flavor. And Gruyere is usually cave aged. So a little bit more salty, a little bit more like funk, like stinky feet cheese. One of my favorites though. And it pairs really well with eggs and leeks. Another good one to go with this is ham as well. Yeah, Matt. You sub even though you're not here. It even has the moisture level. Yeah, 32% fat, 36% moisture. And it's actually lactose and gluten-free? That's crazy. I did not know that this Gruyere was lactose-free. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, I know I shot, right? It's not even real. No, this is like the real deal. This brand, Le Gruyere. It's all I've ever known. It's been produced for over 900 years, guys. Aged for minimum 5 months in the cave. Usually it is. Yeah, but how? It's not cheese. So the lactose is actually just an enzyme, guys. And maybe because this is made from raw milk, it doesn't have that enzyme the way that the pasteurized cheese does with lactose. We'll have to look into that a little bit further. But that's really good to know. So anyone that is like lactose free in here, you can find this cheese. It will change your life. Yeah, I think that's good. I think I have a dairy allergy? What? No. Not an allergy. Just I can't eat a lot of it anymore. Not the same amount that I used to. I have an intolerance. Who makes it? The brand is called Emmy. E-M-M-I. Swiss Knight. Le Gruyere. Look it up, Matt. This is why you're here. You're the investigator. That's totally what you are. Yeah, he's always on the case. It's great. He's our guy. We need something? He's our guy. small cheese pile, guys. We're not going crazy with this today. Let's go back to our stove. Check on our leeks. It's looking like it's reduced a touch. It's getting thick. They're wanting to stick to the bottom of the pan a bit, so that tells me that it's reducing. I think just a little bit more cooking time, and then these will be there. The leeks will start to soak up the cream, the butter, the wine. Get really, really happy. I'm gonna give them a little taste at this point as well. So they're definitely softened up. At this point, they kind of just like melt in your mouth. It's really, really nice. The leeks have become one with the cream. That is some of the best cheese out there that is sold that way. Yeah, they use raw milk and go through the natural curdling process. It's from Switzerland. See? And we actually picked that up from Costco. But we've used that in restaurants before, so that's kind of a known brand that we've worked with. I thought it was a good brand. I'm not crazy, guys. I'm gonna tell you bad things. Yeah. Hey, Shadowlyn, how are you? Yeah, where are the streets and the buildings? Yeah, we're inside today, Shadowlyn. We're inside, staying safe from the blizzard that's about to come again. I think we'll still probably have time to walk Posh after this. They even put the recipe up on the website. What? If you want to make your own cheese? That's so cool. Hey, hey, Daily Dasher. Yeah, we're making crepes today. We're going savory. Making some savory crepes. Okay, this is looking great, guys. I think this is the point where we want to take these off the heat. We're gonna come back over to the cutting board. Yeah, one for you too. Mods, can I please get a shout out for Daily Dasher as well as Cookery Nation? Guys, if you are not familiar with Daily Dasher, he does an IRL stream in New York. We just discovered him last week. We're gonna try to meet up. We'll see how things go. But he's heading out as we're coming into New York, so probably not gonna happen. Thank you for the shout outs. Go give him a follow. Very entertaining. He does push-ups for follows as well. It's a thing. So, creamy leeks. You can see how that cream has cooked down. The leeks have softened up. They have kind of lost a little bit of their green color. So they almost go more yellow at this point. Now I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of lemon juice. I don't think it needs too much. But we just want to cut that richness just a little bit, especially if we're adding the Gruyere as well. Yes, I shot a blizzard. The island is like not equipped for this kind of snow. Our road has been closed for basically 2 days straight because of either car crashes or trees falling down.
We can't drive out of our subdivision with our car.
Yeah. Okay, so I maybe put a teaspoon of lemon juice in here. Of course, Daily Dasher. I mean, that's what Twitch is about, is like building community. Gotta stick together. It's not a competition. It's like all of us working together that makes this thing awesome. Okay, one more taste. Now we get to see how much salt we need to add. We added a touch at the beginning when this was cooking, but we'll need a bit more, I think. Mmm. The lemon juice was perfect in there. It actually doesn't taste as rich as you think it would. And maybe a half a teaspoon more of salt. This is for you, Matt. Just a touch of cracked pepper. Hey, Vune, welcome back. For 2 days, it was minus 50 there. That's insane, Matt. Yeah, Iowa. Hold tight, I'll be right there. What do they even have there, Matt? Is there anything like big to see? Is there good sightseeing there? Okay, that's mixed in. Let's give this a taste. One more pinch. Don't let you stay in the corner. You can come out now, Bean. Man, when I was younger, that was like the punishment. Go sit in the corner. Don't even think about looking away. Keep your nose right in there.
Yeah.
Okay, going in the corner. I did something bad. Okay, last taste test. We should be good. Mmm. Yep. Perfect. So leeks, very, very mild onion flavor. And leeks and cream, very, very happy combination, as well as butter and wine. So that's what we're looking for as far as consistency and seasoning. So we'll just set that aside. We're gonna let that cool off a touch. You don't want it to be super hot when we put it into the crepe, because I think that might make it soggy. Scat, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Daily Dasher. Welcome to the Onion Squad, Daily Dasher. Okay, so next step. What's up, Sammy?
He's not a mod anymore.
You're not even a mod? Oh no, Vune. There you go. You're back. Daily Dasher, you're wondering, is cooking a passion I've perfected over time? Or did I learn by traditional means? Great question. Great question. So I'm actually a trained chef. I went to culinary school 8 years ago now. That's crazy for me to say. Graduated with honors. And I've been cooking ever since. Worked in like, I think 7 or 8 different restaurants now. A bunch of different ones for sure. Helped open a traditional taqueria. Helped open a craft brew pub. And I don't think there's any stopping. I've always been kind of surrounded by food when I was younger. It's like my family gatherings were mainly based around the food, and I guess I'm really lucky to have been in a family that eats really good. My mom always was like very into cooking. She wouldn't play around too much. She definitely had like her go-to dishes, but Food Network was on the TV all the time, and I think that's where I learned like a lot of my basic skills. And I went, what's the Yeah. Like, I grew up watching Food Network, like Martha Stewart, Emeril Lagasse, all of those OGs, let's say. So that's always been a part of my life. And I don't necessarily want to be a Food Network chef at all. I don't want to be on TV like that. That's why I started my Twitch channel, is like cooking. Like, a lot of bad things happen when you cook, or like things go wrong. And I think it's very important to be able to see those things happen and know how to fix it, because that doesn't happen when you're watching Food Network. That doesn't happen if you're just reading a recipe. So like, cooking has to be real life. You need to be able to react, know how to season your food properly, learn a lot of different techniques as far as cooking as well, because there's a lot of different ways to prepare something or cook with it. And yeah, I guess that's my little background on cooking. And I did start working in a kitchen. I did go out on a whim. I started working in a kitchen before I went to culinary school, because I had to make sure that I enjoyed it before I spent the money on the schooling and to go any further. Thank you for the follow, Questionable Crow. Welcome in. You'd love to own a hot dog push cart? Yes. Oh my gosh, iShot, start your own little dog cart. Yeah, Food Network is not live, that's the thing. It's like, we don't have the ability to edit out something if it goes wrong. You want to do food competitions? They are very stressful, Ryan. I have to say this. I've done one before when I was in culinary school. A lot of work goes into those. And sometimes things do not go as you plan. Thanks, Daily Dasher. I appreciate the love. Great to have new peeps in here. Okay, so our crepe batter. It's time to start whipping these up. One thing to note here. This should have rested for 12 hours. We did not do that. Obviously, I didn't stream yesterday, and I also didn't look at the recipe ahead of time, so that's my own fault for not doing that. So maybe it's not gonna work out the same, maybe it will be totally okay. So this is where we're kind of going off, away from the recipe, so just be aware. It might not work out as you want it to. But I have faith. I think it'll be okay. We let it rest for about half an hour. So I want to start cooking these in the pan. We're going to use this cast iron pan. It's basically the perfect size for an individual crepe if you just fill the bottom. So let's turn this on. We got to get this pan hot before we start cooking the crepes. So I'm gonna go medium-high to start, and I always like to start with just a little bit of non-stick spray in there as well. Just in my experience, the non-stick spray works the best when you're using or cooking crepes. There's a food streamer on Twitch whose production values are that of Food Network. Is that, Vune, is that Stacey Roy? Is that who you're talking about? She is like a pretty legit show. Yeah, the same with travel. Totally, Daily Dasher. And you'll probably like this, is like when I was just started cooking, my first couple of years is I would work like really, really hard, a lot of hours, and then I would go away in the winters or in the spring for like 3 or 4 months at a time and just go traveling and eating. And to me, that is like perfect. So that's why I decided to start working like IRL streams also into my stream, because I love to eat and I love to travel. And the food is such a huge part when you travel to somewhere new. So to be able to share that with you guys, I mean, obviously you can't taste it, but you still get somewhat of the experience. How big is the pan? I'm gonna say 10 inches? It's like the typical frying pan size, Shadowlin. They got the whole Italian cook thing going on. I don't even know I don't even think I know who you're talking about, Vune. Oh, Riteni. I think I just started following them on Instagram after you posted it, Cookery. I was like, oh, who's this? Who's this? He's gonna be contributing with recipes. Awesome. I still need to send you a couple recipes too. Matt, this has been resting for actually closer to 40 minutes now. A 24-hour stream? That's so funny you ask. Is, I think, Shroud. If you guys know Shroud, the streamer, he posted on Twitter yesterday. He's like, I hope there'll be one day when 24-hour streams are not a thing anymore on Twitch. It just takes so much out of you as a person. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly whisk this up because I feel like maybe some of the flour wanted to sink to the bottom. Just a quick little whisk. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna pour a little bit of batter in the pan right in the center, and then we gotta swirl our pan to distribute the batter. So we want it really, really thin. And then I guess there's a note about the heat on the pan as well. So you obviously want your pan hot enough that the crepe doesn't stick, but not too hot that it browns too much and starts to dry out. So usually a medium or medium-low heat I find is perfect for this. And then a note on the batter as well. So when we make our crepe, obviously we need it thick enough that it holds together, but we also need it thin enough so that we can fold it without it cracking around the edges, or even you can roll it as well. Is another way people prepare this. Shroud is annoying. I don't watch him that often, but he's very successful, I will say that. Yeah, totally eye shot. It's like, yeah, you can do it. And then you go to bed and see the streamer in the morning, and it's like, you do not look good. Welcome in, Elena. How are you? This is not gluten-free. Sad to say. There is a little bit of all-purpose flour in the crepe batter as well as the buckwheat flour. But I'm quite sure that you'll be able to make crepes gluten-free and still have them stick together. I'm sure you'd be able to find a recipe online for that. I've never done that before. But yes, we do have a celiac in here, so Cookery Nation, Elena, has confirmed that we can use all buckwheat flour and it will be okay. Okay, how's our pan doing? Not quite there yet. Let me just turn it up a touch. We will need just a small spatula as well, just so we can get the crepe up and flip it over. You do it one for one. Okay, that is so good to know. And so our next step we need to heat our oven to 450 Fahrenheit. So that's really, really high. My oven cooks really hot, and I'm gonna be scared of burning the crepes if I put it at that temp. So I'm gonna go 425 instead. We can get that heating up now because it is gonna take maybe 15 minutes. Matt, gifting the sub to Elena. Whoa. And a Hitch host. Guys, we got a Hitch host. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much, Hitch, for this. Hope you are well, man. I heard about the cell phone catastrophe. And we popped into your stream really quickly today before I started. Thank you very much for that, man. I really, really appreciate that. And hopefully we can meet up when you come back. Oh no, Ryan. Welcome in, guys. Anyone from Hitch's channel? I know some of you have been in here before. We are cooking some breakfast. So I live in Hitch's homeland on Vancouver Island. It's very snowy here at the moment. Not a typical thing that happens. So we're hunkering down, getting ready for another blizzard of sorts. And making some savory crepes this morning. Breakfast crepes. Thank you for the follow, Steve-O, Mikey, Mr. Dave, Elena. Welcome in, guys. Tickanuck, Pause and Pose. Omdog the Chef, thanks for gifting the tier 1 sub to Hitch. Sarah Cute, Bacon Beaver, Crystal, Scottish, thank you guys so much for the new follows. And all I can say is I hope you love food, because all of us in here are food lovers. I'm also a professionally trained chef. I've been cooking for 8 years. So I definitely like to cook a lot of different things on stream. The way that I like to cook is I don't really like to make things twice on here unless we really, really like the recipe. And we do have a Discord channel where I post recipes as well as food photos and fun stuff like that. So feel free to pop in there if that's something that interests you. Otherwise, sit down, stay tight, and we're just starting to cook our crepes. So our crepes are made with a mix of buckwheat and all-purpose flour. This is the first time I'm using buckwheat flour for this. And I'm thinking our pan is hot. It's just kind of starting to smoke. So first crepe, always a little bit scary, is you kind of get the feel for how much batter you have to put in after the first one. And it's a little bit stressful. I'm gonna get a plate out to put on the stovetop because this is gonna be pretty quick. Crepes cook in about a minute or so. So this is gonna be fast. Gotta stay on top of things. Turn that down a touch now. I'll let that cool off. So the heat on our pan, I think I'm gonna turn this on for us as well. The heat level on our pan, more of a medium heat. So heat high enough that it doesn't stick, but not too low either. Hey Monastache, welcome in. Good to see you in here. You're jealous of my kitchen. Thanks for that. It is really big, I have to say, as there's a lot of space. That was definitely a determining factor of picking this spot to live. Welcome in, all of our new subs. Welcome to the Onion Squad, guys. Feel free to use that onion emote wherever you desire. Okay. Pan is cooled off now. I always like to just give it a little rub with paper towel to make sure that the oil is evenly distributed as well. You really don't want your crepe to stick to the pan. It just gets super messy. So batter, right in the center. I'm gonna say that's good. Woo, it's cooking really quickly. And then we're just going to swirl that around to hopefully make a circle. Like I said though, first one, always a little bit interesting. So we're gonna let that cook until it doesn't look raw at all anymore. My favorite quick recipe, honestly, Lowrider, I love to cook breakfast. Whenever I'm like tight for time, is like toast, bacon, eggs, cucumber, tomato. To me, that's like perfect. Okay, so first things first, our crepe didn't stick, guys. That's awesome. Now, we have to attempt to flip it. Not so bad. Not so bad. A little bit of golden brown color on there. Can you heat Teflon at a high temp, or is it bad? I don't cook with Teflon too much, but I do know that high heat cooking on Teflon does eventually break down that coating. So not the best thing. In my opinion, cast iron pans are the way to go. I know they're a little bit pricey, but it's an investment that'll last your lifetime. It's like I grew up with parents that love to cook with Teflon. But within, let's say, 3 months, they'd be buying a new pan because the coating wore off. So eventually over time is you're gonna spend a lot of money replacing those pans. So I like to buy stuff that just lasts instead. Okay, I think that was the perfect amount. So a little swirl. Nice. That was a good one. Feeling good about that one. It's an actual circle. Let's switch this around. You guys want to see that crepe. How many am I making? You know what, Matt? I'm gonna make 3 really nice ones and then probably put the batter back in. Hey, cheese pizza. How are ya? Yeah, lowrider. It's thick. What's on the left? So, what we made previously is creamed leeks. So that's what's in the orange pan. Oh, that's a good one, guys. So we heated up some butter, cut up our leeks, sauteed those for a little bit, poured in a touch of white wine, and then some whipping cream, and just let that cook down. We don't want it too watery because it's gonna go into the crepe. So we let that reduce a bit until it's like nice and saucy. And then that's going to be in the crepe with the egg. And then we also have some Gruyere cheese to go into there as well. Do I use cast iron pans in the workplace? We do. We do. Mostly for cooking meats. We have a bunch of small cast iron pans. But sometimes I use them to cook vegetables as well. This batter looks amazing. It's cooking up really nice. So now, it's definitely cooked. Slide that out. That's the best part. Let that heat up for a couple of seconds before we pour in the next one. Yeah, let me get some of those crepes. You've never heard of creamed leeks. They're really good with eggs. They're really good with pasta as well. Because leeks are part of the onion family, if you guys don't know, but they're very, very light in flavor compared to onions. So really, really mild onion flavor, a little bit sweet as well. Okay, I think we're good for the next one. Swirling your crepe, you obviously want the crepe to be like even thickness throughout, right? So that's why we keep swirling until the batter doesn't want to move anymore. Matt, leeks are not gross. Ooh, you've done honey, cream cheese, and leeks before for your crepes. Yeah. Yeah, we did sweet crepes a couple weeks ago on stream. Today we're trying savory. Leek ground beef and cream cheese makes a great stew. Ooh, where are you from, Bacon Beaver? That sounds interesting. Okay, I was gonna see if I could flip it in the pan, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. A little bit too soft to do that. But that golden brown color, that is perfect, guys. That's exactly what we're looking for. And so let's ask ourselves this. The recipe said we needed to rest the batter for 12 hours ahead of time. We did not do this. We did about 40 minutes, and I'm not seeing anything bad happening from this. So save yourself some time. Sometimes you gotta take risks like that. Germany, nice. That is where my partner was born. I cannot pronounce that, bacon beaver. Kasseloschentoff. Slide it out. Heat it up for a couple of seconds. And that's gonna be our last one. And then we're gonna fill the crepes, bake them with the eggs, and after that, we're gonna be making some homemade pizza dough for stream tomorrow. We're making pizzas for lunch. A couple different kinds. I have made the pizza dough recipe before and it is so, so good. It's crunchy, it's airy, it's delicious. Okay. 3 really nice crepes, 1 starter crepe. That one doesn't count, guys, okay? That's what you gotta tell yourself. First one doesn't count. That's the tester. Getting the feel for things. Oh, thanks, Monastache. Yeah, we got a hitch raid. A hitch raid and a host. Much love to Trev. Oh, that sounds nice. Found a nice, safe place to sleep.
Yep.
That's good. The longer I leave it, the stronger the flavor becomes. Okay, Matt. So we get like more of a buckwheat flavor then? Oh, these are really delicate though, I have to say. Really, really delicate. Thank you for the follow, Iceland. I think I might have missed a couple from earlier as well. And for that, I am sorry. Trouble Aussie, Gorka, welcome in, guys. Hippie yuck. Thanks for the love. Plus the fluffiness. That's the one thing I think I'm noticing, Matt, is they're pretty thin and delicate. So we'll see, I guess, if they get soggy or not. So that can come off. Come over here. Our wonderful plate of crepes. Now we can start building them. You rest your crepe batter for 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, Hitch is awesome. I love his streams. It's inspiring for sure. Love the pencil case. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Are my notifications not working today? They have been. They have been, Monastache. Why do you ask? Okay, so next up is we are going to be filling these with the creamed leeks, as well as cracking a raw egg into it. And then we're gonna bake that in the oven. So we need a sheet pan. We're gonna line it with some parchment to help with cleanup after. I guess we needed more crepes, guys. Sammy's creping all by himself. Creping it up. over, cheese pal. Move it on over. That's one creamy boy. He's got the Nutella, guys. The Nutella monster is here. How do you say crepe in Spanish? I do not know. You gotta go. Okay, Cookery. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. Great to chill with you on the weekends. It might just be behind Monastache. We might have broke the notifications with all the new subs and follows. Yeah, Crystal, you know what though? Is Sammy's actually been cooking longer than I have. He's also a chef. And we met in a kitchen. Pretty crazy, I would say. But I think that's also why we have such a good relationship, is because like chefs work a lot of crazy hours, right? So you need to be able to understand that. And working on holidays and stuff like that as well. You need a partner that can support you through those times. Hey Mikey, you're from Manchester. I have traveled there before. I actually really enjoyed that city. And I ate some good food there as well. Thanks for the follow, Nav. Okay, so our first little crepe. Ooh, that's what Sammy made. His little Nutella cigar. Creamed leeks in the bottom. And this is following the recipe. So if you guys use the recipe command, that's where you'll find this. It's from Bon Appetit. That's a good crepe. It's nice and soft. And so we're making like a little well, almost, with our leeks to hold our egg. So you want to like build up the edges. Did I like Manchester? I really, really did. Like I did a lot of traveling alone. And yeah, it felt like a super safe area. Had good food there as well. Really good food. I'm gonna move this over a touch, guys, because I think once we crack the egg onto it, it's gonna get really hard to move because it's gonna get heavy. And I don't want it to rip. Yeah, good food in the UK, that's where I splurged and I ate at a Michelin star restaurant. Just dining solo. But it was really, really good. So I'm also gonna put the Gruyere cheese around on the leeks as well. This man knows how to Nutella. Is we don't usually have it in the house, Beaver, because the jar will just disappear in like a couple days. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Oh, looks like a shrimp dick. Why? Fast Tech. That is a Vizsla. Wow, you recognized it. Yeah, that is Doggo. Her name is Posh. She's 11 years old. She is employed on the stream as a taste tester mostly. Maybe a vacuum part-time as well. Yeah, she likes cheese. Okay, so cracking the egg right in the center here. Hopefully it doesn't go out everywhere. And this is a duck egg, guys. So it's 1.5 times the size of a large chicken egg.
That's the schmoopin.
Hashimi. Ah! Get him! Get him! Go get him!
Oh. Get him.
They are the sweetest, right? I can't live my life without one. She's definitely our little baby. Your recipe didn't use leek, but Burger King? What? Yeah, either we go out with Trev somewhere, or he can come over and Sammy and I will cook for him. One of those. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly, I think, season this egg before we fold this up. So just a little bit of salt and pepper to go on top. And now this is where you fold it. So this is how they prepare it. I don't know if it's gonna stay, to be honest. We'll do our best. Kind of folds into a square. You make this little pocket that holds all of this good stuff in there. Just like that. And I'm gonna try and bake it so that the yolk is gonna be runny still as well. So, duck eggs, real quick guys, is duck eggs are basic and chicken eggs are acidic. So the acidic component of the chicken egg is the sulfur compound in there. So that's why when you cook chicken eggs, it kind of smells like farty, let's say, or like rotten eggs, is you get that sulfur smell. As well as when you eat it, a little bit of flavor. Duck eggs do not have that at all. There's no smell, no flavor, and like I said, they're 1.5 times the size of a chicken egg, and the white is really, really clear. When you cook the duck egg white, it gets really firm compared to a chicken egg, but the yolk of a duck egg is like custard. It's amazing. Ooh. Yeah, best scrambled eggs ever. 2 chicken eggs and 1 duck egg. That'd be a good combo too, Scat. Yeah, stick with dino eggs. Okay, next one. Got 2 left. So I think I'll build this one back here so it can stay there, and then we'll build the other one up there. Trevor needs this. Tell him, guys. You tell him what you've seen over here. But I think he already knows. I think he knows how the cooking goes over here.
Oh man. Remember the day I wanted to buy the ostrich egg at Urban Fair?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to buy it so bad.
Yeah, we need to cook an ostrich egg on stream, guys. That'd be fun. Scrambled eggs for everybody. Sounds good, Matt. We'll be here. Don't eat more than 39 eggs. The next one will be a farty egg. Farty, that's a word, right? It's farty. Is it a verb? Is it a noun? I don't know. November girl, what did I miss? Okay, our next egg. Ah, it's going everywhere. Go, go, go. Season it up. You could call this like eggs in a blanket. Tuck it in. Tuck that egg into the blanket. And my estimation for baking time on this to cook the egg, maybe 10 minutes. somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd probably say around there. It's normally 6 minutes to do an over-easy egg and
Right.
boiling water. So
Right.
yeah, probably 8 minutes for a duck egg.
What's this called? This is called buckwheat crepes with creamy lake and baked eggs. I added in the cheese today because I just love cheese and I thought it would go really well with it. I'm a huge fan of cheesy eggs. If you use the recipe command, chat, you'll find the recipe that I'm working from today. It is also posted in our Discord as well. Thanks, iShot. You know what, Elena? That's so funny you said that. Matt also said that today. I asked Sammy last night, I was like, do I need to pull some bacon for this? And we both decided no.
We have the jalapeno cheddar smokies.
Yeah, we have some jalapeno cheddar sausages.
We can put those together at the same time.
But bacon for sure would be so good with this. Even ham. Something porky would be good. Whenever I follow a recipe for the first time though, I don't usually like to switch things up too much. Like even adding the cheese is pushing it, right? Graham is there with you. Hello, Graham. His buckwheat crepes come out much darker. This was mixed with all-purpose, so half a cup of buckwheat flour, 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose. What's the wrap? That is a buckwheat crepe. Buckwheat crepe. It's a healthier type of flour. I've never cooked too much with it before, so this is kind of me learning with you guys. Have I ever cooked turducken, Fastech? I have. It's really fun. It takes quite a while. Pretty labor intensive.
Don't let Greg stab you in the finger.
Yeah, Sam's gotten stabbed before trying to make one at work. But it's worth it. Definitely a nice way to switch up a holiday dinner. Get a turducken, but a lot of butcher shops actually make them for you if you ask, because they can make that up for you. Just gonna wipe this little bit of egg off of here. Don't want it to burn onto the sheet pan. That'd be messy. Okay, so our oven just beeped. It's at 425 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Notifications are working. Holy shit, Scat!
Oh.
Thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the channel. Welcome in to the Onion Squad. You guys, the generosity in here today. Welcome in, Crystal, Quasi Carey, Grope Milonin,
Yeah.
Krakis, and Heat FM. Yeah, we can feel the love, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, those are looking good. I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe I'll take a before and after photo. Yeah, we love Pizza Cat in here. Pizza Cat. And if you guys are wondering, pizza is my favorite food. We're making it tomorrow. It's gonna be a great stream. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a 5-minute increment timer and go from there. And I'm also gonna switch. Put the oven wrap in the center of the oven, guys. I think that'll be the most even cooking. So 5 minutes. actually use too much dishes today to make this meal. Yeah, it makes our heart warm. We're feeling good. Thanks for the follows as well, guys. What temp? 425F? Or, let me convert that to Celsius for some of you guys. 218 Celsius. Bless you. While we're waiting, feel free to ask away any questions about life, about the stream. I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleanup while we wait for these. Crystal, I'm a professional chef and I stream cooking. Don't I ever get tired of it? This is something I actually ask myself a lot. I'm surprised that I don't get sick of it. I really don't know how.
Work and home are two totally different.
It's true, yeah, work and home are two different things. Also though, I have to say the job that I'm at now is definitely, like, by far the best kitchen job I've ever worked in, and it doesn't really feel like work. So for me to have my 3 days off and still cook for you guys on stream, that doesn't feel like work either. So I guess it's all about like balance. Maybe if my actual job was more stressful, I probably wouldn't enjoy streaming with you guys as much, but everything in my life is really balanced right now, so that's why I think I don't get sick of it. And yeah, I guess that just shows that I really do love what I do.
If we were at our old jobs, I don't think we would be doing this.
Yeah, exactly. Is I've worked in some not good kitchens, and I don't think that I'd be like, yeah, let's go home and cook more. I'd be like burnt out.
You also have a schedule that's always the same now, rather than you're not going to get called in 3 minutes after you leave, or you're not on your day off and have to go into work. Like, you're never going to get called in.
Yeah.
No one works.
It's true. Doing good. Trev ate a bad burger in Andorra? No. Yeah, I saw him eating that burger this morning. Now he has stomach issues? Oh. I'm so sad for him.
My beer.
You've never watched a cooking stream before.
Caitlin's beer.
Welcome in, Mario.
You need another beer?
You can top me up, I guess.
Well, this is empty. So.
Okay. I'm good then. I'm good. Sammy crafted beer this morning. Beer before breakfast. I guess that happens. It's our days off. Mikey, I saw that. I saw that he lost his phone on the ski hill. Kind of funny, but totally not. I know if I was in that situation, you'd like laugh at it first and then be like, I'm over it. But that's a good thing that he had a backup phone. And I'm confident that we'll take care of him and he'll get a new phone. That's life, right? Is you never know what could happen.
Oh, he lost his gloves too? I didn't know he lost his gloves.
Oh, his gloves and then his phone.
No, the orange ones?
Is it a breakfast stoot? One might say, Monastache. One might say.
The last one was.
Yeah, chili chocolate milk stout.
It did have like little hints of heat to it.
Zeppelin Pilsner. I guess we're having a beer flight before breakfast today.
Yeah. Beer. Cheers.
Cheers. This is my little glass.
Oh, the bottle. Cheers, guys.
Mmm.
That's refreshing.
Wow. That's a nice Pilsner. Okay, that was 5 minutes, guys. Nothing too crazy happening on the eggs. But our crepes are browning up on the edges already. A little bit worried about them, but we'll go another 5 and then revisit the situation. I'll show them to you after the next 5 minutes. Oh, the woolen gloves. Okay. Can you say so? I call it Stute. The Stute. The Stute beer. I don't know why I say that. I think it's from working at the brewery. Come up with funny ways to say beer names. Cheers, Mikey. The perfect relationship, yeah. Cook the food, he brings the beer. Might just have to train your hubby better. Yes, Monastache. Yeah, roles can be reversed. There's no rules here. Flinch me. Thank you for the follow. Trevor's going home this week. So I heard. That's what Sammy said to me while he was watching his stream this morning. We'll see what happens. I'm going to say he probably wants to spend a lot of time with his family, and I don't blame him. If we meet up, we meet up. Otherwise, no hard feelings at all. My Canadian accent. I love that. I'm sure a lot of you in here just watch because of that. Thanks for the love, though, Monastache. It's delightful and exotic. Oh, Crystal. R.I.P. to your boyfriend. "5 years ago. I'm sad for you. Yeah, I'm sad for you. There's no reason that you can't cook and dance in the kitchen on your own or with other people, though. Elena, you cook the food, find the wine and beer, get it all on the table, eat, and then you do the washing up, right?
Hey, I help.
Yeah, but some single people have to do all the work on their own.
Yo, she's not single.
It's true. She's like, huh, there's something wrong here. Oh, Crystal. As long as those people, as long as you know that they're in a better place, I think that's the most important thing. It's like, yeah, it's definitely not fair when our people get taken from us. And it does take a while to get over that stuff, for sure. I know the feeling. But honestly, you just have to, you gotta keep pushing forward. Even if it's just baby steps. Yes, Fast Tech. We call our microwave chef Mike. He does most of the butter melting in the kitchen here.
90% butter melting.
Ooh! Our egg whites are cooking, guys. They're going more opaque. She had Parkinson's. Wow! Yeah, one of my mods is currently raising money for his mom for a lung transplant. All of the feels today, guys. Lots of love in chat. "55 seconds. And then we'll take a peek. We can peek at the crepes. This is the moment we've been waiting for. So, anyone doing anything fun today? Last day of the actual weekend. Sunday fun day is usually something that happens around here. I think that Pilsner really good with the crepe.
Yeah.
Woo! Pescaya! Welcome in! Thank you, Omdog the Chef, for that gifted sub. Okay. What have we created? What have we made, guys? Look at that. I think that's exactly where we want to be. That was 10 minutes. Right on the dot. So, golden brown edges. If you can look here on the side of the pan, we got some cheese melting out. Our egg white is cooked. If I just press on it, a lot of cooking I do by feel. Like, you should know how things feel when they're cooked. So our egg white's cooked. Our yolk, still soft in the middle. I think that's really important. This one opened up a touch. That's okay. Still edible. But I'm pretty happy with that. I was worried that the crepes were gonna get too dark on those edges, but to me, that's flavor. Any darker than that, obviously it would be burnt and it would taste bad. This is caramelization. So that's actually gonna taste good. And you know what? I think for just a quick little garnish, maybe I'm gonna just slice up some green onion really quick. Little green onion, parsley chop. We don't want to dig into these just yet. You need to let that cheese just rest up a touch. Otherwise, it's just gonna go everywhere if we cut into it right now. So quick little garnish. And then taste test time. The best. You're currently planning out your food for the week, Monasash. What's on the menu? Okay, these little scallions. Not the happiest, but not the worst I've ever seen. Definitely not the worst. Just need to clean them up a bit. So cut the roots off first. And then I usually find this little piece is always there. I just peel that off. That's like the protective layer for the bottom. It sacrifices itself to preserve the rest of the green onion. Hey, Mrs. W, how are ya? So line these up. We're gonna keep our index finger on our knife blade. Nice rocking motion. Thin slices. Obviously this is garnish, so we need it to look pretty. Beef herb with the raid and the host. Welcome in, guys. Yeah, Omdog the Chef is Sammy. How is the stream? Lewis, just great. Hey, solid.
Holy shit, you did it. You
What?
didn't call him Louise.
I didn't call him Luis. Lewis. How was your stream, Beef Herb? Thank you so much for the love. Guys, Beef Herb is another cooking streamer on Twitch. She's actually won Food Network competitions. Something that I've not even done. So feel free to go give her a follow. Check out our streams. Thanks, Beef Herb. Okay. Green onion. Good to go. It is Luis! So bad. Okay, we need a spatula. A big spatula to try and get these off. It was so good. Oh, thank you so much, Beef Herb. You wanted to get me over 100 views. Wow. That's not spreading the love. I don't know what is. Get on there. Sammy, food's up.
It's food time?
The food's up.
Oh yeah.
Eggy boy. Oh, Nervous. Welcome in on Nervous. You love buckwheat too. This is actually one of my first times cooking with it. So just a little bit of scallion on the top. That'll kind of tie in, obviously, with our creamy leeks.
Just a little bit of scallion on top.
In the filling.
For green stuff.
Yeah, green stuff. Garnish. Green garnish. I'm gonna go in just for a quick photo, but I might actually go elsewhere. Make sure Sammy and Doggo behave, guys. I'll be back in 20 seconds. Gotta take a photo for the gram.
Oh, that's really hot.
Still? I
Yeah,
even rested
that
it.
was really hot. Okay. Look at that.
The yolky form, is it still runny or is it a little bit over?
Oh no, it's pretty perfect.
Okay. Phew.
Look at that yolk corn. And thank you.
The Ninja Turtle pants. How's the seasoning, Sammy?
It might need a little more salt.
A little bit more salt, hey? Okay, I'm just gonna go in for the...
Might not.
Oh, mine's a little bit more medium now, the egg. So maybe we could have went like 8 minutes, guys. But as long as it's not like rock hard, well done. I think that's what's important here. It's still custardy.
This is really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is the cheese a good addition?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You hit that cheese underneath and you're just like, oh, what's this? Hi.
Buckwheat crepes, creamy leeks, baked eggs with Gruyere. I'm in. Mmm. Wow. The Gruyere is perfect in there. Here's the recipe, guys, if you want to check it out. Honestly, this was so easy to make. We didn't even use that many dishes. So for those of you who hate cleaning up, after cooking, this is a perfect recipe for you. Yeah, should have made twice as many. We do have more crepe batter, but we don't have any more leeks. No!
Or duck eggs.
Or duck eggs. Beefer!
But we do have lots of Nutella.
Thank you for the 100 biddies, Beefer. Much appreciated. All in all, though, great recipe. Considering we didn't actually rest the batter for as long as it said to. Still turned out the crepes didn't fall apart. Mmm. Getting some good funk from that Gruyere. The creamy leeks, there's still a little bit of bite on the leeks, which is good. It's not just like mushy. Definitely get a good sweet kind of onion flavor from there too, which is why I put the Gruyere in for more of like a salty balancing flavor.
Duck eggs are way better than chicken eggs. Hands down.
Yeah, Crystal, duck eggs are better, it's true. Elena, thank you. Yeah, a smidgen of bacon. I mean, if Sammy says it needs a touch of salt, why not just add bacon? You will season this with
Fine,
bacon.
I should have boiled up the bacon. I'm sorry.
Take care, Elena. And welcome to the Onion Squad. Can't wait to see you back in here. Yeah, why do you rest the batter? Because it gets sleepy. Scat, you rest the batter so that the liquid can absorb the flour. Matt said it gives it a stronger flavor from the buckwheat if you rest the batter. And also it's supposed to be able to make it more fluffy. But these are all hearsay, right? So I'll have to try it out myself and see if it actually makes a difference. Oh, yeah, that's a good egg. Yes, Sammy. The porn radiates. I love ramen. And yeah, I've had buckwheat soba noodles before. So good, hey? Matt, you're back. What did you pick up? What'd you get, man? You gotta go cook breakfast now, solid. Literally every time you're in here, you're like, I have to go eat now before I die. Yeah, we're talking about nudes.
Solid's the one that made your emotes, right? Hi, Solid. You make great emotes.
Yeah, Crystal, duck eggs are a little bit hard to find. We literally stumbled upon them here because we don't live in the city. We live in a little town. And we are taking the dog to go for a walk or like a hike.
We had a duck hut.
And we found a duck hut. Just this property that has a little wooden hut in the front where they sell duck eggs. You walk into the hut, there's no one in there. You take your couple cartons of eggs, you leave the money, you're honest, and that's it. The other good thing I like about crepes is you don't feel really heavy afterwards. It's like
Scott,
it's
you're
not
insane.
it doesn't weigh you down like most brunch does. Scat, seriously? Another 2,000 biddies? The hell? What's that for now, Scat? What do you want that to go towards? Thank you so much.
A duck hut. We have our own.
Yeah, we'll
need
build
our
our
own
own
duck
duck hut. The place would be out of business in like 3 days here.
Rushed.
It doesn't really have opening and closing times. We're just lucky that when we go there, it is open.
I've actually biked there and there's no duck eggs and it was closed. It was a sad day. I was like, oh, no duck eggs.
Aw, XYZ.
That's for you.
All I can say is cooking, you literally just have to be consistent and do it.
We literally go through all the steps with you, so.
You can't be scared. You have to be confident, for sure. I mean, cooking is for sure scary. I was not confident when I started cooking.
Nope.
But as you do repetitive things over time, they get easier. You find out what works and what doesn't. So really, to be a good cook is you just have to start cooking. That's really it.
Our jobs are literally just practice over and over and over and over and over and over and over. But it's fun. See, duck eggs aren't expensive for us. They're only $6 for a dozen, and they're about a carton and a half of chicken eggs. So you get a dozen and a half of chicken eggs for $6 in duck eggs. So they're pretty affordable for us. Yeah, we're out. But I think that road is really shitty right now, so I can't drive down it. Upstate New York, apologizes for downstate. I have no idea what that even means. Like, I've never even been to the East Coast ever, so this is gonna be a pretty crazy trip for me. And then,
Okay, I'm here. Just had a quick bathroom break, guys. NYC fund, yes. Upstate New Yorker. Apologizing for downstate. I love that scat. Matt, I will read it. I missed it. You got a burger, spicy chicken sandwich, coffee, booze for later, put air in your tire. That's a successful trip. What kind of burger did you get? I had to go to the bathroom. I was focused on not dying. Saving the best piece for last. Let's be honest. The sun is shining on me like an angel, guys. Beam me up, Scotty. Matt, thank you very much for gifting this up to Mrs. W. Welcome in, Mrs. W. Welcome to the squad. I have a feeling we're gonna get quite a few VIP status viewers in the next couple of months. The way that I'm doing the VIP, guys, any subscribers that hit 12 months in a row, they'll have VIP status in this stream. You're using this month's Twitch funds on you. Matt, thank you so much, man. Seriously? If a mod is VIP, they can't have the badge. Really? No. It takes away the mod. Well, how is that fair? Yeah, it's not. Okay. Let's get eggy. I could have eaten 2 of these crepes and then been satisfied. It really was not that filling, I have to say. Maybe we should have just put the bacon in there. Yeah, demote yourself. Hush. Stop it. Angus cheeseburger on brioche. Heck yes. Is that breakfast, Matt? Okay, guys. We're wrapping things up. Very successful stream today. We do like to raid people after stream. So I'm fine with you guys suggesting someone to raid. I always like to raid new people, usually. Sometimes it's good to get out of the food and drink section, find someone new. And yes, scat. So real quick, for those newbies that are in here, is we're branching out into the IRL stream as well this year. And we have 9 days left until we travel to New York City. We are going to be IRL streaming from there as well. We've pretty much got all of the equipment so far, thanks to your guys' wonderful donations, bits, subs, etc. So 9 days left. We're going to be there for 6 days, and there will be a lot of streaming happening. Sakara, okay. Yum. That was so good. Chico's. Thank you for the follow. Hey, Nike. Have you been lurking the whole time, Nike? Cannabuzz. He's a glass maker. Oh, that's cool. I think we might do that. That sounds really, really intriguing to me. You've been here the whole time. Good, man. I'm glad you're here. Are you doing good, Nike? Glassmaker. Let's do it. Okay. Cannabuzz. Okay, wrapping things up. We will be back here tomorrow. I'm planning to start at 11 a.m. PST. The schedule is posted on my channel page as well as the menu. And like I said, we're making lunch tomorrow. Pizza day. It's going to be fun. Probably going to get messy. It's going to be tasty though. Once again, thanks for the follow, Babalab. Let's go raid Cannabuzz. Spread that Twitch love. Thanks everybody for the new subs, the follows, the raids, the hosts today, and Scat and Beeford for the biddies. Thank you so much, guys. That does really mean a lot. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see if we get the blizzard or not here. I'll let you guys know. Stay safe. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Now let's go show some love to Cannabuzz. Cancel? Oh. Canny Bows? Thanks for catching that, Matt. That's right, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Matt, for that. Are we ready? Okay, bye, guys.